Hello, welcome. How's everybody doing? Welcome to YouTube. So today's been crazy. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get my camera because I'm in a different setup. Welcome. We are live on YouTube. We're live on YouTube. So my Facebook account got disabled today. So I'm so glad to have you guys here. We're going to talk a little bit about that before we get into today's training. So you guys know I have a big audience on Facebook. We have well over 68,000 entrepreneurs in my Facebook group. And guess what? My account got disabled. So this is why it's so important that you guys have different ways of getting in front of your audience. So go ahead and drop a comment. Let me know if you're catching me live. Hi, Shanae. How are you? Great to have you on. And for my replay people, I love you guys too. So hopefully you guys will be catching the replay. So today I was just on Facebook, just doing my normal posting. And it was my support coach's birthday. So I decided that, I was going to create a post and, say happy birthday to her inside of the Facebook group where my academy is housed. And she, she's very supportive and everything. So right when I went to put that post out, they literally locked me up. They disabled my account. So I'm here today on YouTube to deliver the same amazing content that I would on my Facebook, inside of my Facebook group. So one thing I want to share with you guys is today's topic is content creation. What a coincidence, right? And here it is that my account was disabled. One thing I'll tell you is it's very, very, very important that you guys actually put yourself on different platforms. Now, one thing I do teach my clients is you definitely want to be on one platform, very strong and solid, and really have that dialed in, because a lot of entrepreneurs get very overwhelmed when they're all over the place and scattered. However, when a situation like this occurs, the best thing to do is to have an email list. So I do fortunately have an email list of over about 19,000 subscribers. So I'll be able to send this replay out to them, and they can still catch me live and still hear my training, right? So I want the same for you. I want you to dominate a platform while simultaneously working on building your audience. So yes, my account has been disabled on Facebook, but we'll see. I'm working on getting it back. I don't know. I know several other coaches who have the same issue where this is happening to them. So good to have you guys on. So don't forget to comment and be engaging. And we're going to go ahead and get started with today's training. All right, so today is all about content creation. That's why you all are here. And really, we're talking about how to hit your first $100,000 in business. I'm not in your Facebook group, and the email that your account got disabled caught my attention. Yeah. Yes. I mean, it's so sad. Thank you for being here. So ladies, go ahead and drop in the chat where you're tuning in from. I'm in California. So good to have you guys on. And yes, the account was disabled. So we're going to talk about content creation. I am going to be talking about Facebook and the power of Facebook groups. And for full transparency, I have administrators that I know in charge of my Facebook group. So I haven't quite lost my group, so I'll be able to still create content in there. So I just want you guys to always be thinking, how can you be one step ahead, right, for business? And so here I am today, still doing what I need to do to show up for my audience. All right, so what are you guys going to learn in the training? Well, today's day 3. So we've talked about your ideal client and the offer. So if you haven't seen that, it's still in my Facebook group. I know my account's disabled, so I'm not sure if you guys can view that content or not. Do let me know. I will get you a copy of the training if you need it. Day 2, we talked about audience building. We really talked about, Facebook groups being the fastest way that you can dominate your market and your industry. Like I said, my group is at 68,000. I think we might be at 69,000 or just there now. So we're hitting about 70,000 pretty soon. And today we're going to talk about content creation. On Tuesday, we'll be talking about hitting the 10K mark, sales processes. And the reason I want to talk about this is because I want to show you guys exactly the steps I took to hit $100,000 in sales in my first 7 months in the online space as a service-based entrepreneur, being a business coach, okay? So you guys can have very similar success. So we're going to get into today's training. Remember, there are prizes. So I want you guys to be sure that you're engaging with this actual event that's happening today. I'm going to be giving away Starbucks gift cards, Amazon gift cards, You're also going to be able to win an opportunity to get access to six-figure Facebook groups for CEOs, which is valued at $500, and a scholarship to your first 10K Academy valued at $2,000. So this is going to be going to the most engaged person, the person who's engaging the most. You can also win by inviting people to my pop-up group. If you need that, just comment below. I'll drop the link to that Facebook group. Currently, my normal account is disabled, but we still have the group open. We still have admins in there. You hope you win, Shanae. And you can also take a screenshot of any slide on this training that you actually find of value and just go ahead and tag me there. You can tag my Instagram for now since the Facebook account is disabled, and it's star.cod, STARR.CODD. So I want you guys to win these prizes. So we will be going ahead and choosing some winners next week. So the way that you can win, obviously, is by being engaged. So today we're on YouTube. Go ahead and drop your comments here, invite people to our pop-up group, and then tag me as I've already mentioned. So let's talk about content that converts to cash. Sure, you can put content out on social media, but is it going to get you paid? So I'm here to talk about ways that you can actually get paid from the content that you're creating. And I know, Shanae, you had a question. Is there any other way to build an audience besides Facebook? Yes, there is. We did get into that training, Shanae, yesterday, so I will be sure to get the replay over to you. I want to say that Facebook groups specifically, not business pages, not necessarily your personal profile, is one of the fastest and best ways that you can actually scale your group. Scale your audience, okay? I grew my group to, I think it was 60,000 in 1 year. That's crazy. And one thing I love about Facebook is that you don't necessarily have to pay for ads, right? Facebook will see that your group is doing well, it's successful, it's engaged, and it's free marketing. They were showing my group every single day to thousands of people because at one time I was getting like 300 requests every single day to join my Facebook group. So that's why I highly recommend that you get a Facebook group. Just be sure that you put like somebody that you trust as an admin, and just in case your Facebook personal account gets disabled like mine's did today. So if you're friends with me on Facebook and you can't see me or find me, that's why. So just for full transparency, that's what's happening, but we're still here today. So that's why, Shanae, you really want to make sure that you are diversifying yourself on several platforms. So what are some of the results that you guys can get? Well, by creating content, you can see here that I have clients who've closed $19,000 in sales. They have their groups growing to 900 members. We have groups that are getting 100 people joining their groups every single day. We have clients who make $7,000 in a day. I mean, we have so many wins. I have so many clients who've had so much success through implementing the strategies that I'm teaching during this 4-day workshop. And that goes back to yesterday's content about using Facebook groups and today's content, which is about content that converts to actual cash, right? You want to get money, you want to get paid, you want people who are interested in buying your products and services. So for a quick recap, we did talk about building your audience. I taught you guys yesterday how to keep them engaged so that people are coming back. And again, when I tell you that Facebook was I was getting 300 people every day to join my group, it was because I kept that group engaged. So they are basically going to reward you for that. And then I talked to you guys yesterday about how you can sell to your audience and actually get money and get paid. And that's exactly what I did to hit over 10K my first month in business and to hit 100K in just 7 short months as a brand new online entrepreneur. Now, I do have experience. I do have a 7-figure business. I do have a 6-figure Shopify, but this was my first time offering services, and that happened so quickly, guys. So I'm here to share my journey with you and my story and how we got there. So attraction marketing and content creation is what you're here to learn about today. It's very important that you know how to push out content and create content that are going to get sales in your business. So you're going to always need content, guys. Content sells. They say content is king or content is queen, whatever resonates with you. Now, the format doesn't necessarily matter, but you want to make sure that your audience is getting information that they actually need and want to hear. So you're going to want to make sure that you prioritize your content creation and get ahead of your schedule. That's key. So a lot of people get overwhelmed because they're trying to create content on a daily basis, and you get tired, you get frustrated, right? But if you have these things prepared in advance and scheduled out, it becomes easy and people get used to seeing you. When you disappear and you're not putting content out there, they're going to forget about you. And the next person who offers the services or the products that you do, they're going to think about them. They're not going to think about you. So what's holding you back, right? Let me know in the chat, what's holding you back in regards to content that's causing you not to get sales in your business? Let me know, okay? Not knowing what, where, or when to post are usually the problems that people have. So let me know if these are some of the issues you feel that you're facing in your business. If you haven't started your business yet, I'm still happy that you're here, because yesterday I talked about how I actually created a Facebook group and created content before I actually had an offer. So that meant that I was building my audience based on content and people who would need what I had to offer. When I was ready to sell, I was able to hit that first 10K month. It was a bit over 10K. Okay, so you want to get clear. Who is your market? We talked about that in day one, right? Who needs to hear your message? You want to know that when you're writing your content so that you're speaking to them. What type of content is easy for you to create? Some people like to go live on camera. I enjoy going live. Some people love to write. Some people like audio and you know, Clubhouse and putting out podcasts and just being able to talk. So you need to figure out, you know, what type of content is going to be easiest for you to create. But I'm going to tell you, based on the fact that my Facebook account got disabled today, I would kind of diversify it. And that also is easy. We'll probably talk a little bit more about that later, but you can have one piece of content and you can push that out to several platforms. You can schedule it. So just keep it simple for yourself. I don't want you guys over complicating the process. You also want to identify, you know, where's your audience hanging out? So for some of you guys, your audience might be on LinkedIn. They might be on YouTube. They might be on Facebook, right? They might be on Pinterest. My audience is kind of a little bit in all of those areas. So think about that. And when are they online to actually see your content? So let's say your audience is someone who works a 9 to 5, right? You know, you may not want to post at 1 o'clock in the afternoon when they're at work. It may be better for you to actually post your content or your videos or whatever it is that you're going to publish when they get home from work in the evenings, when they actually have downtime and they're scrolling social media. I know some industries actually say that people scroll before work as well. So just know when your people are online so that you can push your content out at the correct times also. The other thing you want to do is you want to face your fears. So many of you guys actually have fears, believe it or not. So if you know that fear is behind you and that's what's actually stopping you and standing in your way, you got to get help. You have to get help. So some of the ways that you guys can do this is by working with a coach. You can actually practice. You can practice writing. You can practice doing your lives. I used to have a private group where I would just go live by myself, get over my fears, make sure that, you know, what I was saying sounded good, and then I would go live in my communities. So you can practice. I want you to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. I know for me, another big, you know, issue that I had when going live was that I didn't like the way it looked. Like I wanted to have my hair straightened. I wanted to have my lashes done. And at that time, COVID had hit. So I owned a lash salon. All the lash studios were closed. So I had to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And for you, maybe you're just shy. Whatever your hangups are, I hired a video coach. I actually set up my backdrop, which you can see somewhat here with a beautiful pink chair. I eventually got this amazing photo behind me. So I did things that made me feel like my actual setting looked nice. And those small tweaks for me are what helped me to become more comfortable on camera. So it may be different things for you, right? In order for you to move forward, maybe you have an accent. You're going to have to move past that and just show up. People are going to resonate with you. Okay, so video coaching took me a long way. Next, you're going to want to perform an audit and you want to track your results. Okay, so when you're posting, there's different types of content that you can post. You want to see what topics are getting the most engagement. Now, what I found is that on YouTube and Instagram, different types of topic get better traction on Facebook versus YouTube versus Instagram. So YouTube, people like to celebrate wins. People engage with that kind of content. If I say my client just enrolled a $10,000 client, people are like, oh my God, and so excited. And on Instagram, that may not perform as well. But if I provide value and education, a 3-step process, people are engaging with that sort of thing. So you won't know that unless you track your own results, because everybody's niche is different and your audience is different as well. Okay. So you want to see which types of posts are getting the most engagement. And another way you can do this is check your competition. I'm not saying to copy, do not copy, but you're just really doing market research to see what's working, what's happening in the industry that people are lit up about right now. Okay. So drop in the chat and let me know, what type of content do you enjoy creating? Do you like to educate your audience? Do you like to put creative, funny things out there? I know some people like to do reels and dance around. Like, what lights you up? Drop it in the chat so we can know more about you. All right, ladies, so if you're just hopping on, say hello, let me know where you're tuning in from. And if you're catching this on the replay, yeah, let us know where you're tuning in from as well. So you want to make sure that you're true to your brand and true to yourself. What do I mean by that? Like, a lot of people will come online and they try to pretend to be like this coach that they know, or this other entrepreneur that's having success doing what they're doing, right? Be true to yourself, like the way you dress, however that is. Like for me, I dress business casual. I usually like to have bright lipstick on. It's a very scroll stopping, but that's also who I am. I enjoy bright colored lips. So, definitely look at the way you dress, your style, your tone, the way you speak. Just be natural. That's who you are. That's your brand. So make sure that you're showing up as your true, authentic self. And that's going to actually call in people who like you, who resonate with you, and who are interested in purchasing, who will become interested in purchasing what you have to offer after seeing you, getting to know, like, and trust you. That know, like, trust factor. Okay. Hi, Irene. So good to have you on. Excited to have you here. My Facebook account is disabled, so we're on YouTube today. Great to have you. The other thing is consistency. So we talked a little bit about consistency as well. You want to be very consistent with the quantity of content that you're pushing out, like we spoke about earlier, but you also want to be consistent with your branding. So when people see your content, they know that it's you. If they're trying to find something or make a recommendation to a friend, they're going to think of you. Also, your professionalism. You want to make sure that you're carrying your branding throughout. You also want to make sure that you're consistent. When you hire support, does your virtual assistant understand your branding colors, your tone? If you have a content writer, the things that you would say. If you don't naturally cuss online, you don't want to hire a content writer that's going to be using a lot of, cussing in their content. So you really want to make sure that you actually have a routine in place as well. Yes, Facebook is definitely not reliable, Irene. I mean, honestly, none of these platforms are reliable. So that's why it's very, very important that you grow your email list. Despite what people tell you about people not opening their emails, people do purchase from emails all the time. I have people in both of my businesses who purchase from emails. So you definitely want to be focusing on, as much as I teach my clients, like, build your Facebook group, build your audience, I also want them in the background building their email list as well. So why is consistency so important, right? You want to make sure that you stay top of mind with your audience. So like I was saying, if you disappear, so will your audience. They're going to forget about you. They're going to think about the next person who offers the great thing that you do. So if they were watching you and they're like, hey, I want to lose 20 pounds, Shanae can show me how to do that. Irene can show me how to do that. And all of a sudden they stop seeing you, they're going to start following someone else. So you want to make sure that you're very consistent. And because of the algorithms on Facebook and Instagram, not everyone is going to see your content. So years ago, that was the case. That's no longer the case. So you want to be consistently pushing content out there. And remember that you want to make sure that we're not just about quantity. When I say that, though, you still want to make sure that your content is very quality driven, right? So that your content is something that people actually desire to read. They're learning from you, and they're also resonating with you, because remember, they have to resonate with you in order for them to trust you, and that leads to the actual sale. So I want you to stop focusing on what's not working. My account was literally disabled today, but I'm still here showing up, right? That didn't stop me from doing what I need to do in my business, right? And remember, what gets tracked gets measured. That's why I told you guys I want you tracking everything, and what gets measured gets improved. So if you know, okay, these types of posts aren't working or performing, but these are on Instagram, you're gonna push out more of that content, right? On Facebook, if your audience is engaging with a specific type of content, maybe your lives do really well on Facebook, then you're going to want to go there. I do want you to pick one platform. I want you to dominate that platform, but you also do want to diversify. Or like I said, if you want to push out one piece of content, produce one piece of content, and you can still push it and schedule it out to your other platforms, just in case you go through what I went through. Charla, great to have you on. How are you? Good to have you here. Hello, ladies. For those of you guys just tuning in, say hello. I'm so happy to have you guys on YouTube. I've actually been wanting to do YouTube Live, so this was the perfect push for it. So, like I said, you want to add additional platforms slowly because of situations like what I went through today when my Facebook account got disabled. I'm still able to show up somewhere for my audience to still be able to see me. And Irene says, that's what a leader has to do, not let any tech hiccup stop their business. And Irene, it's so funny you say that because I was on tech all day today. I was figuring out what I was going to do. I had a backup account on Facebook, so that's why some of you guys will still see me there. And luckily, my mastermind clients are amazing. My academy clients are amazing as well. But some of my mastermind clients are actually admins in my group. I mean, they rallied behind me. We were masterminding together, and I'm their coach, but they backed me up. They got me back as an admin inside of my Facebook community. And these are some of the amazing things that we get to do when working with amazing people, as you know, me being a coach, basically. So I did that. And we posted in a Facebook group for my account. And then all of a sudden Facebook says, you're restricted. You can no longer post in groups. And I'm like, we only posted 1 or 2 times. But remember, the quick hack I want to tell you guys about Facebook is like over time, the more you use your account, the more you're going to be able to do things. So if you post a lot, if you send DMs a lot, gradually you want to increase that. And they're going to allow you to do that. But because this account, they know that account is not normally posting, they immediately put us in Facebook jail from posting. So I thought I had a solution. I thought I was going to be able to go live, but I wasn't able to. So then next I said, okay, I'm going to go live on Facebook. I'm sorry, on YouTube. And so I had to do the whole StreamYard connection, did that. Facebook's reviewing my account on Google Chrome, so I didn't want to log out of there. So I went and did everything on Safari. Found out that, guess what? StreamYard doesn't support Safari. Well, why let me open the app if you're not going to support it? So then I had to download Firefox. So needless to say, we're here today. I'm glad to have you guys here. But the tech is not going to stop me as a leader. You're absolutely right. And you shouldn't let anything stop you. So that's some of the crazy madness that I had to deal with today. Yes, Marlene, thank you so much. Make sure that you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel. I do believe I'm going to start going live here more frequently after this experience today. So good to have you guys here. All right, so when you're connecting with your audience, so first of all, you're actually creating this content. You also want to make sure that you're actually asking thought-provoking questions. It keeps your audience engaged. You want to be replying to their comments. And again, you want to become that leader. So when you're replying to their comments, you get to display your expertise in front of them. And on the Facebook platform, when you ask those thought-provoking questions and people are actually engaging and you're commenting, Facebook likes that. So what Facebook does is they actually send your post out to your most engaged friends. And if it takes off and people start engaging with it, it sends it out to another group of people and so on. And then it's kind of like a spider web effect. It just explodes. So this is why I teach my clients to prime their feed, okay? So if you're interested in learning more about that, just let me know. But this is what you want to do to be able to connect with your audience on a deeper level and also to be gaining that know, like, and trust factor. So how can you mix it up? You definitely want to mix it up. You cannot just always push out the same type of content. So as I told you, yes, there are going to be some sorts of content that will perform better on Instagram versus Facebook, and etc. However, you still need to mix that up. So you can do live stream videos like I'm doing today. You can have infographics. I know infographics are doing really, really well on Instagram some time ago. Now Reels are the thing. So you also want to stay up to date with what's working. Inspirational quotes. People love quotes. There's a lot of Facebook groups out there around quotes. It's the weirdest thing, but people love them. Those groups grow pretty viral. You also can keep people engaged by doing polls. That helps you know what struggles your audience may be having, what they want to learn, and it allows you to get ideas for content that you can create. And the other thing is you want to provide resources for your audience. Again, if you're providing resources for your audience, then guess what? They get to know you as the person who is the authority. And that's what we want so you can make money in your business. Hi, Christy. Great to have you on. So good to have you guys. Sorry, guys. I was talking all day trying to get all this stuff worked out. So you also want to become polarizing. Polarizing means that you want to take a stand for something. What do you stand for? You don't want to be in the online space arguing. You want to take a stand, but in a professional way. Let people know what it is that you want to accomplish so that you can actually attract your people. So like Christy may have her people that love her. They might not like me, right? Or my content. They might not vibe with me. I'm going to have my people who love me who may not necessarily like her. So that's why we really work on our attraction marketing, because you're going to attract your people, and that's how you build your tribe, and your people will purchase from you. Okay, so make sure that you're polarizing. And I'll give you an example. For me, I take a stand on this simple thing. There's some coaches that I've heard who say they don't give their clients templates, right? Why? Because they want their clients to be very unique. They want their clients to put in the work. I respect that. My clients have to put in the work as well. However, I don't want my clients stuck, right? When they're new and they're learning new things, it's best to give them tools and resources, especially if you're able to provide it for them, just to let them get that jump start. They can refine things as they move through the process. So I do take a stand on that, while other coaches may take a different stand. Another thing is some coaches feel like you should just have a high ticket offer. I don't believe in that. I believe that you should have a low ticket offer and a high ticket offer. It's exactly how I hit $100,000 in 7 months. I know not everyone's going to be able to buy my $10,000 offer, or some people might want to start with me on a lower level, get to build that trust with me, and then buy into my other packages, which is exactly what I've been able to do by having a product suite. So that's just an example on how you can take a stand on something in your industry. I'm not going to say, oh, this person is so wrong, and start arguing with them, right? I can just tell you what works for me and my business. And again, this goes for any niche, not necessarily the business space. I'm just giving you guys an example. So you have to have social proof. This is important, right? Social proof allows you to create engagement. Social proof is big on Facebook, guys. On your personal profile, in your group, people go crazy over social proof. Raving fans will cheer you on. You're able to actually interview clients or people that you've supported or people that you've helped even for free get a transformation. You can interview them and use that as social proof. You know, call your clients out by name if they allow you to. Celebrate their wins, share their results, share their posts, share these examples. These are just a variety of ways that you can actually have social proof. People get to see, okay, she knows what she's talking about. Marilyn knows what she's doing because I saw this post where she helped her client make X number of dollars. She helped her client do this, right? So it's very important that you guys understand the importance of social proof. So I know some people kind of get stuck on this, like, well, I'm new, I don't have social proof. Leverage yourself as your own social proof, okay? That's what I did when I first started. I leveraged the fact that I'm a successful entrepreneur, even though I did not have a previous coaching business, right? I was a brand new coach, but I still leveraged myself. Then as I started to get wins as my clients started to get wins based on, the transformations that I helped them to achieve, then I created more social proof in my business. So do put this out there, ladies, very important. The other thing is you want to go live, okay? Just like I'm going live today, schedule them regularly, guys. Don't be afraid to do that. People need to see you. People need to know that you're current, you're up with current trends in your niche, you know what's happening, okay? And also there's something in it for them, right? So be sure that you're prepared and that you practice your tech and video and audio are working just like today. I just told you guys all of the headache that I had with tech because I was doing something different, but I was not going to let the fact that my Facebook account got disabled stop me. So that's the same thing. Go ahead and have a little private Facebook group if you're going to go live on Facebook and practice, make sure all of your tools are working, whether you're going to use Zoom or StreamYard or Ecamm Live. These are a lot of the tools that I've used to go live in my business. I've learned how to use them. And so you don't want to have people showing up to your live and your tech's not working. So you definitely want to test and be prepared, okay? Very simple things. Don't let the tech scare you. Don't let the tech overwhelm you, because a lot of times you need to know these things so that you can make money. You'll practice and you'll master it, and it's not as complicated as you think. You also want to know what your goal is. You want to create that engagement, promote, promote, promote. Have a call to action. Maybe your call to action is for people to apply to work with you. Maybe your call to action is for people to check out your previous live videos. Maybe your call to action is download, this freebie, get them into your funnel, get them into your nurture email sequence, or go check out and purchase my amazing product or services, right? So that's why it's important that you go live, so that you can actually build the audience, get to know them, they get to know you, and you get to engage and sell to them. So I'm just going to talk about the types of content that I create in my business so that I can help you guys succeed and start getting sales as well. So storytelling is a great way for you to build your authority. So here you can see that I put this actual post out here, and let me see, I'm sorry. I can't see the screen. Sorry, ladies. Okay, yeah, so this post is where I was telling people, I'm a brand new coach. And I don't have that sob story. I haven't been coaching for 2 and 5 years before I hit X number of dollars. Like in 1 month, my first month on the scene, I had my first 10K month. And this, I'm telling my story, and I'm not bragging. I'm not saying like, oh, I'm the best thing out there. I'm just literally telling them like, this is my journey, right? And this post allowed me to get 2 high ticket clients. And I didn't get on sales calls with them. They just sent me a message through the DMs and they purchased from me. So this is the power of telling your story, whatever your story is, the transformation, the fact that they know that you've had the same struggles that they had, you were able to accomplish that at some point, they will purchase from you, or that you have a product or service that, they really need to make their lives better or easier or happier, make them beautiful, whatever that is. Do you make your Facebook group public or private? My groups are actually private, Charla. So I do want to state that right now, Facebook favors public groups. That's what we've been taught over the past year, that they were going to be favoring public groups, but I haven't tested it. So once your group is public, guys, you can make it private at any time. But once you make your group private, you can never revert it back to public, because people joined under the pretense that, hey, this is a private community. I can say whatever I want to say, and I know it's not going to go outside of here. So I hope that makes sense, Charlotte, when you decide how you want to make your group, whether it be public or private. So you want to make sure that you have a purpose, okay? Don't just post because Star told you to post, please, guys, okay? You want to think about what is it that you're selling? Do you sell photography? Do you sell copywriting? Do you teach people how to lose weight? Do you save marriages? Do you help people with autistic children, right? When are you going to be selling? Do you have a sales calendar? So I work with my clients in creating a sales calendar so they know what to say, when to say, and when they're going to be selling. And also you want to know, what is the purpose of each piece of content? So if I'm pushing this out, why am I putting this out here? Am I wanting to connect with them? Am I wanting to get them to engage? Am I wanting to get them to actually buy from me? You need to know why you're actually putting out the specific piece of content that you're putting out. And you want to make sure that you're actually providing value, that you're inspiring them. Share your lifestyle. Don't just show like all work, 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 right? But here are my kids. Here's what I do on the weekend. Here's me eating out with my friends, right? Just showing who you are as a person. Some people show their homes, their fancy cars, and that doesn't have to be you. It's just whatever it is to show the natural side of you. You want people to connect with you as a real human being. So I may show pictures of myself picking my kids up from school, or taking them to the beach, taking them on a hike. I've done stories where we're taking a hike together. And you just get to show people, what you do in your spare time. And the other thing is obviously like sales content, and then the authority content that I talked to you guys about. Those are going to be very important for you guys to push that type of content out. You also want to make sure that you're prepared. So how can you be prepared when creating content? Like I said, if you're trying to just write content every day, eventually you're going to stop creating content and you're not going to actually be, constantly in front of your audience. So whatever works for you, I don't care. Figure it out, test it out. You can use a paper calendar. At some points I was using a paper, planner. You can use a whiteboard hung up in your office. Sometimes they have like those whiteboards with actual calendars built out on them. You can actually use a digital platform. You can use your Google Calendar, Trello, Asana, CoSchedule. We're using Asana right now to map out our content. I'm actually going to have an Airtable built out for all of my older content. So I'm working behind the scenes on that with my team. So again, whatever's easy and simple for you to know how to use, just get it done. Be prepared, schedule things in advance, have it planned out and mapped out. So how frequently, do you plan your calendar? Maybe it's going to be weekly. Maybe it's going to be twice a week. Maybe it's going to be twice every other week. I know we tend to batch like for every 2 weeks in advance. Sometimes monthly, just depends. Some people batch content quarterly, and I know some people who actually batch content and emails for the whole year, which is insane. I'm not saying you have to do that, but you decide, what works good for you. And eventually when you have team, what works good for you and your team. So definitely plan and map this out, okay? So it allows you to plan your content in the future, right? Which is really great. That's why we want to have some sort of like a sales calendar, an idea of what we're going to be doing, what we're going to be selling. It takes away questions of topics that you'll discuss. So you're able to stay very detailed, very organized. You're able to work faster, more efficiently, especially if you have a team, guys. This is so, so important. And it allows you to strategize your product launches. So a lot of people have failed launches, right? They sell to the public and nobody buys. And it's because they don't have things planned and mapped out. So you really want to have things planned and mapped out in advance so that you're able to promote in a timely manner. You know what's going out every day and why it's going out. You guys can also have content pillars. So basically it's just a piece of information or content around a specific topic. So don't get overwhelmed by this. Basically, it's just a large piece of content that you can turn into smaller pieces of content. So I can say that a pillar in my actual business is Facebook groups. Now, underneath Facebook groups, I can tell you how to grow a Facebook group, why you need a Facebook group. I can give you different types of pieces of content, what type of content to put in your Facebook group. So I can just keep going on and on based on that one pillar. So just identify like the core main topics that your audience would be struggling with or their pain points, and those will become pillars in your business for content creation. Very simple. Again, don't overcomplicate it. So in the chat, ladies, go ahead and be engaging. Let me know what is a content pillar that you have in your business. And if you don't already have one, you can pick one right now. Just drop it in the chat. I'd love to learn more about you. So some of the tools that, like I said, you can use are Trello, Asana, ClickUp, or templates. Guys, all of these tools are amazing. I've used Trello for content creation. I personally use Asana right now. I don't have Airtable on here, but we're looking at Airtable for certain things. We use it for other things in the business as well. But, find a tool that works good. Again, I don't care if it's paper and pen. They also have like digital planners that you can buy for your iPad, and you just, can have, it's written, but it's all digital on the iPad. You can just use your Apple Pencil. I mean, there's just so much that you guys can do to stay organized and get your content pushed out. So my system is basically to map out things. I make sure that everything is planned in advance as best as possible. Yes, sometimes there are going to be hiccups in business, but for the most part, we try to plan everything out in advance. I love structure, so I like to be very structured about, what's going to be going out. We also make sure that we create variety. So we will have sales content. We have posts that are selling a specific product, but we also have things that are like thought-provoking and inspiring and encouraging. So we mix it up. And we go step by step. I don't want you to be overwhelmed. I don't want my team to be overwhelmed. So we do try to be very organized about that. We have a system. We also use templates, and we also have calendars. So I work with my clients, to have all these things in their business as well. So again, some of the results that you guys can have from content creation is hitting $45,000 in a month like Phoenix did, getting, multiple clients in her business within 30 days like Angela did, hitting $7,000 over the weekend like Tawana did, enrolling a $3,500 client like my other client has done, right? And so many wins, ladies, because my clients have built an audience, and they have also put out content that resonates, and they became the authority through their content creation. So people trusted them to pay them top dollars. So for you guys, if you're struggling with growing your audience and creating content, the only program you need right now to scale to 10K months within the next year is a 6-month program that I have that will guide you step by step through the process of scaling your coaching, consulting, or online service-based business. So who is this for? This is for entrepreneurs who are ready to scale their business. Maybe you're stuck, or maybe you want to add additional income or revenue to the business. If you're a 9-to-5 employee and you're ready to start an online business, then this is for you. If you're just finally sick and tired of making less money and you're ready to have your first 10K month, then this program is also for you. If you're struggling to get clients, this program is for you. And if you have a passion and you want to make a difference, then this program is for you. I'll be working with my clients. So just a little bit about me, if this is your first time seeing me live. I am a business coach and strategist. I also own retail businesses in Southern California. So I have a 6-figure Shopify store and a 7-figure brick and mortar business. And I have a 6-figure coaching business. So you're going to be able to work with someone who is going to bring in a different variety of marketing skills, tactics that I've used to scale multiple businesses. And I still own the hair company. I still own the Shopify. I still have the coaching business, okay? So we're going to be working with you on identifying your niche that's going to help you get paid. We're going to dial that in. We also want to make sure that you actually have incredible, irresistible offers that are going to have people ready to pay you, snatching out their wallets, ready to hand money to you. And we also want to make sure that you have systems and processes in place. So if I were to hand you 30 clients today, you could take them on. And you have everything that you need here, guys. We give you guys templates. We help you with your sales pages. We give you templates and swipes so much so that everything is as simple as possible for you to move forward. I don't believe in people being stuck if they're struggling with technology or graphics. Like, here you go, guys. I'm going to give it all to you. Then we teach you how to be the actual authority. So we're going to go deeper on how to write the content, how to actually build out your own Facebook group, how to leverage the different social media platforms, and we're going to teach you how to launch, because it's very important that you actually know how to sell. So once you build this tribe, right, you want to be able to sell to them so that you can generate high income. So we're going to teach you exactly how to do that and continue to scale your business. So this program is worth $10,000 and it's only $997. Or you can make 3 monthly payments of $388 or 6 monthly payments of $197. So if you want to join the Academy, you can sign up today at starrcodd.com, my name, STARRCODD.com, and get enrolled. So what are some of the features of the program? We have weekly group coaching calls inside of the Academy. So as you're going through content, you're building out your business, you're learning all these amazing things, we're here to answer your questions. You also get a one-on-one onboarding call, a success planning call that's valued at $1,000. We have a private community. So we have 2 communities for our clients, and we have it in a very organized structure so that our clients can come there and ask us questions. You get to ask questions every day. We're there to provide feedback. We critique your work, and we help you move to the next level. We also have a training portal that you'll be able to go through to watch some of the recordings, and you'll be able to learn all the things that I've done in my business, and you'll be able to implement the same in addition to leveraging all of the templates and tools that we provide. You'll get access to cash attracting offers that's valued at $500. There's a milestone tracker and a cash injection strategy valued at $1,000. So again, this program is amazing. It's only $997. We do have the amazing payment plans available for you guys. And guess what? We have some incredible bonuses. You're not going to want to miss this. So again, cash attracting offers will help you with creating a magnetic offer for your business. This program alone is worth $497. You guys are going to get that for free. The Academy is 6 months, but because we're still in beta, we're still creating a little bit of content that's still being dripped out. You get an additional bonus 6 months in the Academy. So you get to work with me for an entire year as your coach. And if you pay in full today, you get one-on-one access for 1 month on Voxer or Messenger, your choice. And again, these are some incredible bonuses, guys. So take advantage of these in the next 24 hours by going to starrcodd.com. And what is the actual reason that you'd want to pay in full? Well, you get to fast track your success because you get to work with me one-on-one in the background. I'm in your back pocket. You get my support. You get to ask questions and you get to move ahead faster, okay? So I really want to see you guys over on starcod.com. I also have a way for you to get started today with no money down. So you can apply through PayPal, and there's no interest for 6 months. So you get to start today, and you can then make your low monthly payments that way directly to PayPal. And so again, I have a client who recently just wrapped up her launch. She made $10,470. She had a 10K launch. So exciting, so happy for her. So these are just some of the amazing results that my clients are able to achieve by going through exactly what we're going to teach you guys in your first 10K Academy. So again, this is going to be a step-by-step training, weekly coaching calls, private community, and we are here to offer you guys support. So I can't wait to actually see you guys. I would love to have you guys in the academy. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. My actual Facebook account is disabled. So if you got these emails, you can reply to me by email or just go ahead and join us. Go to starcod.com, get enrolled. When you enroll, you're going to automatically get an email with access to the actual course portal, to our private community, and you'll be able to book in a call for your success planning session right away. So guys, I look forward to supporting you. Super excited. And I will see you guys on Tuesday for day 4 of this free 4-day course. Take care, ladies.